Hello, everybody. That was weird. Um, so I just want to come on here and kind of talk a few minutes today about, I guess, coffees. I guess. I got so much I'm trying to figure out how to do before Christmas, because after Christmas I think we're going to take a little break. So if you order after Christmas, you'll get it. But it'll be when we come back from our little, I guess what you want to call our little siesta or whatever. We have been, we're going, me and my wife are going to a wedding, and then we've been invited to go tour some coffee farms. And so that's what we're going to do. Man, I lost that daggone box. Oh well. So anyways, I kind of want to get on here today and kind of discuss some stuff that I've been seeing online, and I've done some studying on it. Coffee prices, for one, we've not adjusted our coffee prices. None. I don't believe in that. I mean, we've not talked. It didn't. It didn't affect us any, really. I mean, we had the coffee to carry us through the tariff stuff, and to go from there. But also, these smaller farms that we get coffee from, I've been talking to them about organic and non-organic, and like family ran and woman-owned farms. So just to let everybody know that we do get our coffee from right now at four family-owned farms. There's so many big corporations that are invested in some farms that the farmers don't get the money off of it. So what we're trying to do is partner with farms. Of course, you know, I've been talking to a couple in Hawaii. I've got one in Jamaica that I've dealt with all the time. He's really good. We're working on shipping right now for him. But then we got a couple of Central American farms we're dealing with, and I've just got in contact with an Indonesian farm. The difference that hurts us more than anything is the time difference, like between here and Jamaica, or here and actually Jamaica doesn't. It's not that big of a deal, but Indonesia, because they work, you know. So, but that's beside the point. So what I'm getting at is organic coffee is weird, because just because it's certified in another country doesn't mean it can get certified in the United States. It has to go through a lot of regulations or regulatory stuff just to be certified. And a lot of small farms do not have the money to be certified as organic, but which is weird. But if you talk to them and you actually learn the processes, it's the same. Their processes are the same. So when a company here a company here in the United States gets organic beans, or a woman-owned farm, small family farms, there's so many different terms out there. They've done their research, but at the same time, for a company in the United States to put organic on their stuff, their facilities have to be labeled as organic, and it has to be FDA and USDA approved, and that's hard to do. we're still working on it. It's gonna be a process, but we're going to push through it. It's gonna be an expensive process, but that's fine. Um, we're still trying our best. We do. We make sure that all of our beans are well maintained, and we actually we ask about their picking seasons, and how they pick their beans. Do they use machines? Do they hand pick them? Right now, 3 of the farms that we deal with, they hand pick the beans, and which is cool, because they just don't go through and shake the trees and the cherries fall off the trees, but that's stuff we learn about, and that's part of this whole coffee thing. People think, oh, you order coffee, you roast coffee, you sell coffee. Well, yes and no. A lot of studying goes into it, and there's a lot of competition. Even here in our area, in Chattanooga area, there's a lot of competition. But I'll tell you, all of them have good coffee. I'm not going to say we're the best, they're the best. There's no such thing as the best. Shade grown coffee, they just put a tint over it, because coffee. So I'm trying to think. The military uses these to cover their like helicopters or airplanes or something. They're just a screen that they put up over the coffee, because coffee, just like any plant, has to have sunlight. It's got to have so much sunlight. But it's cultivated to produce a darker cherry than you would anything else. And that's as far as I can tell you about it, Nancy, as far as that. But anyways, so there's so much competition here in our area in Chattanooga, and I like it. I mean, because people, they go around this areas and they try everybody's coffee, and they're like, hey, this person or this company's got good coffee. This person's got good coffee. This person's got good coffee. And so, and I don't run out and buy the coffee that they have. I try to stay more exotic, I guess you could say. I mean, our Jamaican Blue, it's an expensive coffee, but we have it. We got a Kona coffee, and the guy I'm talking to now is a very small farm. They produce. Can't remember. He told me last night. I'm going to say it's like 800 pounds a year, which is not a lot for a coffee farmer. And they sell mostly in the Hawaii district. So, but he's willing to work with me and ship it to me what he can, So, we try to maintain that. For us being a micro roastery, we can work a little bit easier than having to order hundreds of pounds at a time. No, which I have. I mean, we've got probably 500 pounds in here at one time, but it got gone pretty quick because we had orders from these coffee shops to fill. But with that being said, I'm trying to find. I lost the box somewhere, and I think I might not have got it yet. But anyways, we're trying different farms. I've got a Sumatra Manhilling right here. I'm gonna roast up. I've got some Cameron. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna roast this. I got this one in the other day. It's a Katura. So, says a really good non-acidic coffee. Does really well. It's got a fruity, I guess you could say, up front with the earthy aftertones. Can't be too bad. So first thing I like to do is just, it's got a sweet smell. These green beans have got a really good sweet smell smell to them, and they actually do really well. So there's the green beans. Well, I gotta weigh it out. I've got a roast on a Bellwether fully automated machine, just because when we work, we you know, I don't want to have to roast 100 pounds at a time, so we can do very little at a time. That way it keeps our freshness of our beans. So we roast roughly about 3 pounds at a time. I've got a number I like to. I've got a magic number. It keeps a sweet spot. So go through here as we scroll and find what I guess what flavor profile, roast profile we want. And it works out fairly well. We try to keep everything kind of to a medium dark, unless the grower or whoever, if somebody's familiar with the coffee, says, hey, it's better to light roast or whatever. Because we roast a Bali coffee that is a really good light roast coffee. Then we have some Ethiopian that comes from a special farm that at a darker roast it's got a better flavor to it. So I mean, you know, it helps us out having to maintain and keeps moving like this. So normally we put everything to the top like you've seen in the past, and it just feeds itself. But this being such a small roast, I'm gonna try this way. But the people have a misconception of coffee. They think that a small business owner, a small roastery, they have expensive. They're expensive. Actually, if you look at ounce per ounce, it's the same as you would buy in the store. The only difference is a local roastery or a local coffee shop that roasts their own have better quality and fresher beans. You can always find a roast date on the beans in the store and beans that you get from a roastery. Most of them within 30 days, I would hope. Because no matter what they say, as soon as you start roasting your coffee, it's like as soon as you roast your coffee, within 72 hours it starts getting to that old side. I guess you could, I don't say old, but it starts losing the flavor profiles to it. But that's why a lot of people drink coffee so fast. We have found that we have a special process that we do that we prefer to people that come to us and buy ground coffee. We try to talk them into buying a grinder, because just because you lose a percentage after it's roasted, when you grind your coffee, you lose a larger percentage of your flavors, and it gets older quicker. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. So, I guess it's just one of those things, you know. I mean, people don't understand how coffee's done. Like, We got a heat up process, then we got a roast process, we got a cool down process, and it's all done that way. But yeah, I have found out that there's more and more companies, like big companies, that are coming in to our area, nose itching, to our area, and they're opening up shops. I mean, if you look at the shops that's moving in, they're franchises. But just because you see one small person that started in Chattanooga have a second shop in Chattanooga or in the surrounding area doesn't make them a franchise. The person still owns that. There's a lot of franchises that's hurting our business, and we hope that we hope that we can actually give you guys a better product than what they can. And from what I'm seeing, there's people wanting coffee shops all over our area, but they don't want to go to them, and that's what kills us. That's probably what's held most people back from opening up a coffee shop. A lot of people like, there's going to be one open up here right down the road in probably about a month or so. But the bad part is they don't go anywhere else to a coffee shop. So how can people want a coffee shop when they don't go to the ones that's already here? That's the whole thing about it. Coffee trucks, same way. I mean, there's a couple that I know they do really well, but at the same time, it's a hit and miss process. You got to have dedicated employees. You got to have people that you can depend on, and you got to have the following. So, this coffee thing is a rough business, but I enjoy it more than anything. I don't know if my wife does or not. She's watching. She helps out. It keeps us busy. But anyways, that's enough for me rambling today. If y'all have any questions, please reach out. You can hit me here or at the other Facebook page at Grillo Beans Roasting Company. You can always reach out there too. Find us online, or even just give us a call. Anyways, I hope y'all have a good day, and see y'all on the flip side. Now I got a slow connection.